I hate
funny.
most of the other stuff on my
The sad
timeline.
thing
Could
about
you guys
Twitter is
please
that
stop retweeting every single
it
thing
is
that
marginal.
Joji posts? I'm so fucking sick of seeing his fucking Godzilla tweets every couple of seconds when I scroll up, and I was like, do you really have to focus your entire personality on this fucking movie franchise that you have to post every couple of hours every fucking random shot from every fucking trailer and then complain that all the trailers are the same? Hello, dear viewers, I am Acheroraptor 105, and today I am joined by Acheroraptor.
Hello.
And Gojisaurus.
Hello there.
You two are here today for one special reason, which is that you know Godzilla movies. And I'm not talking the American ones, Monsterverse or one, I mean the original ones, the Japanese ones, all the ones by Toho. You know all about those, right?
Yeah.
I want to say so, yeah.
Okay, so just to test if you know your shits, how many Japanese Godzilla movies are there in total?
Oh god, hold on, I have to think about this.
There will not be points for this because I assume this would be just the most basic.
You really went name all.
Not name. Just a number. Just a number. All Japanese Godzilla movies. Also counting the animated ones. Whether you like them or not.
Oh, fuck. You know what? Fine. All right, fine. I'll sit down and do this one properly. Give me like 5 minutes.
1 hour later.
So there are 33 Japanese Godzilla movies at the moment. 15 from the Showa era, 7 Heisei ones, 6 Millennium ones, and 5 from the Reiwa era. And then I'm a bit worried that you might not even get the next question, which is also just an introduction and not one that gives points yet. You know, all these Japanese Godzilla movies, when they get like dubbed into other languages and brought to other countries, they don't always keep their original name. So I was actually, as an example, say, do you know what the original American movie title was for Mothra versus Godzilla?
I think it's that one.
Yeah, okay, you both knew that one. It's Godzilla versus the Thing. And now for the fun part. So this whole like trivia thing is just gonna be about one single fact, which is you have to guess the Godzilla movie from its German title.
It's a fucking place.
Okay, don't worry.
Let's go.
I will say it in German first, but then I will translate it. I won't have you try to guess what the German word is. And also, these will all be Japanese Toho ones, because the American titles, they all just use the same one in German. And also, I will not go through all 33 movies, because some of them have the same name in the original than they have in German, so it's pointless to guess all of those. And I invite all Godzilla fans watching this video to guess along and see if you are better than these two guys who took 5 minutes to even remember how many Japanese Godzilla movies there are. Let's start with something easy. The first movie is Godzilla gegen Mechagodzilla 2, which translates as Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2 or Godzilla against Mechagodzilla 2.
Okay, it can't be easy, so...
I always tried for each of one to find like a picture of a DVD or a poster, so you know that the titles are real. Okay, Goji sent his answer. Kira, what is your? Okay. Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2. It's Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2. So you both get no point.
I guess we both overthought it.
The only reason this is here, okay, it's here for 2 reasons. The first is to show that some have the same title in the original, so I won't be doing any of those. I only did this one because there's so many that are sequels to a Mechagodzilla film, but also because I can say right now in German, there is no Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 1. The first movie has a completely different title, so in German this title doesn't make any sense. Okay, so the next one. Godzilla kehrt zurück, which translates as Godzilla comes back or Godzilla returns. Okay, Joji has made his guess.
I probably got it wrong. It can't be that easy.
So Joji guessed that it's Godzilla 1984, and Akiro guessed that it's All Monsters Attack. But Godzilla Returns, or Godzilla Comes Back, how you wanna call it, is Godzilla Raids Again.
Okay, fair.
Now we get into the fun section. This movie is titled Frankensteins Monster jagen Godzilla's Sohn, which translates as Frankenstein's monsters hunt Godzilla's son. Which movie is that?
Frankenstein's monster?
Akira's made his guess. Okay, so Akira says it's Son of Godzilla, and Joji says it's Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla. This is why I had to look up posters of these to show you that that is actually the title. Of course, Frankenstein's monsters hunting Godzilla's son is Son of Godzilla. So the fun fact about this is apparently what's it called? Frankenstein Conquers the World and War of the Gargantuas. Apparently those were huge successes in Germany. So after that, for a bunch of Godzilla movies, when they translated them, they just put Frankenstein into the title for no reason other than the one with Frankenstein was popular. So we're going to call all of these Frankenstein.
Wait, this was Son of Godzilla.
Yeah, this is Son of Godzilla.
Then why the fuck is Destroyer Monsters in the background?
I don't know. I googled for the title. Okay, so the next one. Frankensteins Monster im Kampf gegen Ghidorah, which translates as Frankenstein's monsters fight against Ghidorah.
Okay.
Okay, Georgie has made his guess.
So, may I ask a question? I've made my guess as well. When you say Frankenstein's monster, is that pluralized?
It's plural. It's pluralized.
Plural. Okay.
Okay, I guess you should have asked it before because Goji said it's Godzilla versus Gigan, and Akira said it's Ghidorah, the three-headed monster, and it is Ghidorah, the three-headed monster. So the fun fact about this one is, when this came out, this never actually got to Germany. This was only localized in a DVD release in 2011. So they retroactively gave it the title so it fits in with the other ones.
Why would you do that?
Because you have a bunch of these pre-established Frankenstein movies, so they were like, we gotta keep the tradition going. Oh, okay, this one is great. This wasn't even on the Wikipedia article. It was just googling for images of the posters and I saw this title and I'm shocked that this is apparently the title. Frankensteins Monster jagen wieder Godzillas Sohn, which translates as Frankenstein's monsters hunt Godzilla's son again. Okay, Joji has made his guess. And Akira has made his guess. They both are saying it's All Monsters Attack. Yep, it's All Monsters Attack. On the Wikipedia page, it just had Attack All Monsters, it just had the English title. So I thought, oh, that's boring, that's just the same title. But while I was googling for images of the Frankenstein's Monster Young Godzilla's Son, I saw this image where it had the word again in the title. So that's why I included it. Okay.
I love that Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2 was never questioned, but they saw Frankenstein's Monster hunts Godzilla's son and they're like, this one needs a sequel. This one needs a canon. We need to franchise this stuff. Love that.
God, we really need Toho to make these actual movies, actual Frankenstein monsters hunting Godzilla's son twice.
I mean, they did it for Zilla. They canonized Zilla. Canonize Frankenstein's monster next.
Okay, the next one is just gonna be a shot in the dark. It's called Godzilla, der Urgigant, which translates as Godzilla, the primordial giant. That's a pretty cool name, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, Joji has made his guess. Okay, so Joji guesses that this is Godzilla 1954, and Akira guesses that this is Return of Godzilla from 1984, but it is actually... It's Godzilla vs. Biollante. I have no idea if the primordial giant is supposed to be what they call Biollante, or if it's just, the movie's titled after Godzilla because Biollante is barely in it. I have no idea why it's called the primordial giant.
How is Biollante primordial? She's genetically engineered. That's the opposite of primordial.
I don't know. The next one is called Godzilla und die Urweltraupen, which translates as Godzilla and the Primeval Caterpillars, or the Primordial Caterpillars, or the Caterpillars from the Primordial World. Something like that.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay, this is interesting. Goji says this is Mothra versus Godzilla, and Akira says this is Godzilla versus Mothra. Now, Goji, when you say Mothra versus Godzilla, which one do you mean?
The show one.
So, since there are primordial caterpillars, it probably is one of those two. And it is... Mothra versus Godzilla. So the one from the 60s.
Ah.
Okay.
Let's go. There's too many monster movies.
Okay, just as a heads up, it's all Godzilla movies. I was thinking about having other Toho stuff, but then I thought, nah, it's easier to just say Godzilla movies than Toho Tokusatsu movies. So there is no Mothra Rebirth. There's not the King Kong Escapes one. I did not put that in there. It's all movies that actually have Godzilla in them.
Yeah, are there funny German names for the other Tokusatsu one?
The King Kong Escapes one is titled King Kong Frankenstein's Sohn. So he's called Son of Frankenstein. This is one where they actually put the name Frankenstein in the movie because, you know, the guy who built Mechanicon, Doctor Who, in the German version, they just call him Dr. Frankenstein. So that's one that actually has the name fitting.
Wait, is Mechanicon like Frankenstein's monster?
Okay, yeah, I guess in that version, Mechanicon is Frankenstein's monster. So the title of King Kong being Frankenstein's son doesn't even make sense because Mechanicon would be Frankenstein's son and not King Kong. So the next one is Frankenstein und die Ungeheuer aus dem Meer, which translates as Frankenstein and the Monsters from the Sea.
Okay.
Okay, Joji has made his guess. And Akira has made his guess. You have both guessed that this is Ebirah, Horror of the Deep. Well, it's Ebirah, Horror from the Deep.
I really chose Godzilla symbol for a woman for the poster, huh?
Yeah.
Speaking of King Kong, this one is titled King Kong gegen Godzilla, which translates as King Kong versus Godzilla.
Oh my god.
Oh, I don't like that.
That's really that easy.
Oh.
Okay, so Joji says this is King Kong versus Godzilla, and Akira also says this is King Kong versus Godzilla. So, of course, it is obviously Mechagodzilla versus Godzilla. The funny thing is, you could have hypothetically guessed this just because we were talking about Mechanicon.
Yeah.
Why can't Germans be normal about this?
Also, I have no idea if there's any old German who remembers watching this movie and then watched Godzilla vs. Kong and was very confused when Kong fights Mechagodzilla in that one.
He's having a crisis, he's fighting himself.
The next movie is called Die Rückkehr des King Kong, which translates as The Return of King Kong. Okay. Joji says it's Terror of Mechagodzilla, and Akira also says it's Terror of Mechagodzilla. And, of course, it's King Kong versus Godzilla. The only reason I put these in this order is to trick you, and I'm so glad that it worked.
Why can't Germans be normal?
This one is called Godzilla, Kampf der Saurier-Mutanten, which translates as Godzilla, Battle of the Dinosaur Mutants, or Saurian Mutants.
Well, that's any movie in the franchise.
I know.
It's a lot of movies.
Okay, we have different answers. Akira says this is Invasion of Astro Monster, and Joji says this is Destroy All Monsters. So let's see which one of these it is. And it is, of course, the famous movie with dinosaur mutants. It's Godzilla vs. Mothra. Yeah, I feel like they gave these names without even watching the movie.
Names without looking at the poster.
I think the two giant moths are like a pretty big part of the movie, not to mention.
Okay, this next one is titled Godzilla, Zerstörer der Welt, which translates as Godzilla, Destroyer of the World.
That's a good title.
All of these are good titles.
Yeah, especially King Kong versus Godzilla for fucking Mecha.
Okay, Joji has made his guess. Oh, interesting. You both had the same guess. Akira and Joji both say this is Return of Godzilla. So, it's actually Godzilla the Planet Eater. I did say it could be from any era. I never said that it's only Showa.
That's from 2018! What's wrong with you?
I was actually hoping that you were going to guess that it's versus Destroyer because it has the word Destroyer in it.
That would be too easy.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what I'm more shocked by, the translation of the name, or the fact that there's a collector's edition DVD.
You have collector's edition DVD for Netflix movies.
Okay, the next one is called Godzilla, Duell der Megasaurier, which translates as Godzilla, Duel of the Mega Dinosaurs, or Duel of the Megasaurians. So, like with Battle of the Dinosaur Mutants, this could hypothetically be anything.
Fucking anything.
Fuck it.
Okay, we have different answers. Akeo says it's Godzilla vs. Gigan, and Joji says it's Godzilla vs. Hedorah. Well, both.
No, I was all so tempted to say Hedorah.
Okay.
So tempted.
This Gigan is a really good guess too.
Yeah, these are good guesses, but it's actually Godzilla vs. King
Okay.
Ghidorah.
I actually thought about it.
Because it's like the one movie where Godzilla is a dinosaur, or like is very explicitly shown as a dinosaur. The title Duel implies that Ghidorah is also a dinosaur, I guess.
I mean, sure, fuck it. The Donuts are dinosaurs.
3 dinosaurs in a trench coat.
The next movie is titled King Kong, Dämonen aus dem Weltall, which translates as King Kong, Demons from Outer Space.
What?
King Kong, Demons from Outer Space. I mean, that's obvious, isn't it?
I mean, that should be a film. I don't care how, but I think the MonsterVerse could completely make that work.
We have 2 different guesses. Acheroraptor says it's Invasion of Astro Monster, and Joji says it's Godzilla vs. Megalon. And it is actually Godzilla vs. Megalon.
Oh,
Let's
wow.
go!
Georgie actually got one. I was long thinking, where do I put this? Because at this point you might have realized how Mechagodzilla is kind of like King Kong, and Jet Jaguar is a robot, so obviously he's like King Kong.
That's the thing. I knew you Germans called Jet Jaguar King Kong. That's the one thing I knew about German titles.
And I also
Why?
hope that
Why?
this...
How? Did King Kong just never make it to Germany?
The original King Kong is from 1933. That's the same year that Hitler
Yeah.
took over Germany, so maybe there was something lost in translation there.
They really should make, like, for the next MonsterVerse movie, just give Kong a Jet Jaguar arm.
They should do this so this old movie becomes more canon. They should turn King Kong into Jet Jaguar. The next movie is titled Frankenstein und die Monster aus dem All, which translates as Frankenstein and the Monsters from Space. Joji and Akero have the same guess again. They both say this is Invasion of Astro Monster. So, this is Destroy All Monsters.
I mean, I guess it's an alien invasion.
Yeah, I mean, something in that movie is
Yes.
from space, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the next one is called Die Brut des Teufels, which translates as the spawn of the devil.
What the fuck is that?
Okay, if that's not enough for you, apparently the cover also has the names of the monsters that are in the movie. So if you want, I can tell you what the names of the monsters in this movie are.
I guess it's King Kong and Frankenstein.
Do you want to guess without?
Without.
Okay,
Without.
without. The spawn of the devil.
Wait, no. Oh, I'm between 2 options.
So Goji says it's Godzilla vs. Destroyer, and Acheroraptor, for the 3rd time in a row, is asking if this is Invasion of Astro Monster. Of course, Die Brut des Teufels is Terror of Mechagodzilla. And as you can see in the cover, the 3 monsters
Who's
in this
that?
movie obviously are Konga, Godzilla, and King Kong.
What is that thing in the background?
Yeah, what the
I think that's just like an explosion.
It's a tornado, I think. Like, it's Titanosaurus's, like, wind, I guess.
Oh.
It's, like, gained sentience.
Why does it have horns?
I don't know, maybe that's Konga. Do you not know Konga?
Wait, isn't Konga like an actual thing, like a British parody movie or something?
I don't
Of
know.
Kong?
It is, yeah.
The next movie is titled Frankensteins Kampf gegen die Teufelsmonster, which translates as Frankenstein's battle against the devil monsters. So I guess they really like the devil in these movies. Say Frankenstein and the
That
devil.
is plural.
That's plural. That's plural.
Okay.
Are you really gonna base your answer it being plural? There's Konga in this.
It is plural. It is die Teufelsmonster and not das Teufelsmonster. So it is plural.
Let's go.
Okay? Joji says it's Invasion of Astro Monster, and Akira again says it's Invasion of Astro Monster. So,
One of these days.
the devil monsters, of course. It's Godzilla vs. Hedorah. I have no idea why it has devil monster as a plural,
Because he transforms?
but it's still only one. Or does he like split up? Does he split up?
No, that's Destroyer.
With how trippy and hippie that film is, maybe the real devil monster was the friend you made along the
Oh,
way.
I thought you were saying the real devil monster was the
No,
drugs we
yeah,
took
that's
along the way.
Yeah.
The next one is titled Frankensteins Höllenbrut, which translates as Frankensteins Hellspawn.
What the f-
Oh, interesting. You've now switched roles because Acheroraptor says this is Godzilla versus Destroyer, and now Joji says this is Invasion of Astro Monsters.
I have to keep the bit going.
Höllenbrot is actually Godzilla versus Gigan.
What?
Oh. Oh.
Wait, so in the German Godzilla canon, King Kong has fought Frankenstein's double monsters?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, you
I
obviously
love
had the
that
superior
picture
version of the
has
show
them-
era.
Has them radio wave blasting Gigan in the dick. That's way more graphic than it was.
I mean, there's nothing there. That's just the buzzsaw, so shouldn't hurt.
Well, there's
It's-
definitely nothing there now.
Okay, you know what? The next one's gonna be the last one. This one is called just Befehl aus dem Dunkel, which translates as Command out of the dark. Okay, Joji and Akero are both saying that this is Invasion of Astro Monster. So, you know, for sure, after all these guesses, this is going to be Invasion of Astro Monster, right?
This one like it's on 1954. I'm gonna be pissed.
No, it is. This is
Yes.
Invasion of Astro Monster. You finally got it.
Yes. Yes.
It wasn't even planned that I had that one last. So every time Akira was guessing Invasion of Astro Monster, I thought, oh, he's gonna think that I put it all the way back on purpose, but I didn't. Because I just thought, okay, that title, you can't tell anything from Command out of the dark, so I thought I will put this at the end so people can like go by process of elimination.
No, you can't guess anything from this title. Oh, like with fucking King Kong versus
Yeah.
Godzilla.
The rest just has the same title. You know, Godzilla is just Godzilla. The Return of Godzilla in German is called Godzilla, The Return of the Monster. It was already so perfect that Godzilla Waits Again would also translate as Godzilla Returns. So that's why I didn't include it. I have one bonus question. This bonus question is worth 4 points. This is not a Godzilla movie, but it has Godzilla in its title. So let's see if you somehow can guess this. This one is called Godzilla, der Drache aus dem Dschungel, which translates as Godzilla, the dragon out of the jungle. So let's see, maybe one of you somehow guesses this and walks away with the win. It cannot be Invasion of Astro Monster again.
I'm really tempted.
I'm using what last brain cells I have left after this.
This was really just because, again, I was like googling for these posters and I saw that this one had Godzilla in the title.
Surprise, it's Planet of the Apes.
I'm making my guess now.
Okay, so Akira guessing that this is King Kong, the 1976 version, and Goji is guessing that this is Valley of Gwanji. But of course, I mean, we all know Godzilla. It is Gamera versus Barugon.
Camera.
No!
Were you thinking about suggesting Gamera, or why did you scream no?
No! I just, pure rage.
What the fuck?
None of those words!
The same is true for King Kong Demons from Space. Jet Jaguar is not King Kong, and Megalon is not a demon from space.
What's
So
a popsicle?
I think this is like an old poster, because I think like nowadays that one also just has Frankenstein's monster, and then it's just Gamera versus Barugon.
I'm glad they updated it to Frankenstein's monster. I was
Yeah.
concerned for a moment.
But that now means that in German you have a Frankenstein franchise where both Godzilla and Gamera are in it.
The Frankenstein's monster franchise in German must go really hard. What is wrong with your country?
I don't know. I just googled this one day, or like I clicked on a random Godzilla movie article on Wikipedia, checked out the German page and was confused by the title. And then I saw that they all had titles like that.
Former fascist countries that do this because we named Godzilla vs. Megalon Go and Superman meet in Tokyo.
Alright, we have now arrived at the end of the game, and as everyone can see, Akero and Goji are both at 5 points. So, we need a tiebreaker question. Let's see how much attention you paid throughout this quiz. I've told you a lot of Godzilla movie titles, but how many of the German Godzilla movie titles have the name Frankenstein?
Oh my god.
Okay. It should be a lot easier. I mean, we just went through all of them like a second ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like my memory got wiped.
If neither of you gets the exact number, maybe I will give it to the one who gets the closest.
I mean, unless one of us goes through something like 72, I think we're going to be quite close. As
Yeah.
long as we're reasonable with this.
Okay, so Joji says that it is 5 movies, and Akero says that it is 6 movies. Let me list the movies. We have Frankensteins Monster im Kampf gegen Ghidorah, Frankenstein und die Ungeheuer aus dem Meer, Frankensteins Monster jagen Godzillas Sohn, Frankenstein und die Monster aus dem All, Frankensteins Monster jagen wieder Godzillas Sohn, Frankensteins Kampf gegen die Teufelsmonster und Frankensteins Höllenbrot. So it's 7 movies. So Akero got closer. Akero got closer, and when you think about it, one of them, All Monsters Attack, the one where it said like Frankenstein's monsters hunt Godzilla's son again, I could only find like an image, but any like Wikipedia article or Godzilla wiki article had that one listed as just Attack All Monsters. So if you ignore the images and go just by like the articles, technically it would even be exactly 6.
God damn it.
So, and that makes Acheroraptor the official winner of this trivia quiz, as we could have all guessed from the very first question he got correct.
Congratulations.
Yay!
Yay, congratulations.
Thank you.
So, and viewers at home, tell me how many did you get correct, and did you get more points or equal points? And yeah, that I think that should be all. Thank you too for being here. Thank you for making the time.
Anytime.
Anytime. Thank you.
Anytime.
And that is all. So, see you at TetsuCon. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.